Hey, what's going on, everybody? Alright, so I'm working on part 3, number B, letter B. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's going to be about the same shit I just talked about, but more in depth and exactly what to do. But, you know, everybody watching my channel who actually wants to focus on healing magic, if you focus on healing magic because you want to know how to do it when the time comes, perfect. If you're in desperation for healing right now, be careful. You don't want to create something, okay? You really got to be mindful of what you're focusing on. That's all I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to say right now. And I just want to make a fast little fucking message to anybody focusing on anything other than the world getting better. That you're the fucking problem. You may not know it. I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, but this is because you have good intentions. Just because you're not trying to harm the world doesn't mean you're not harming the fucking world. And you're gonna sit around wondering why you get bad karma. Well, no bueno means no brainer. If you're fucking adding to everyone's misery in the world because you're focusing on garbage, and me, I'm focusing on trying to help the world and fix the world. There's no wonder why I'm now making 3 figures together with my wife. Obviously, it's not just me, but there's no wonder why I'm easy. I can maintain my home, my cars. There's no wonder why I'm happy. My kids, well, for the most part, are happy, depending on how they feel. So my eyes are lighter than they normally do. But, you know, I'm focusing on things that are trying to evolve myself and evolve the planet. I'm trying to figure out what is the best thing we can do collectively to help the planet. Hence why I'm trying to focus on easy healing techniques, magic that everybody can use. And they're simple. You don't have to buy a bunch of shit. You don't have to do any elaborate shit. It's just basically changing the way you think, the way your mind is. And that's what this whole healing magic shit is teaching. It's putting some salt in some water. It's changing maybe your eating habits, which isn't always easy, but it's nothing you have to do mystical. You don't have to go buy a bunch of fucking courses. You don't have to do a bunch of meditations. It's exercise, it's eating properly, it's breathing properly, it's drinking water properly, it's focusing on, if you have a healthy sex life. If you don't, well, if you're alone, then you have to find some balance where you masturbate enough to relieve yourself, but not so much that you're depleting yourself. It's focusing on creativity, doing something. Whether you can start off once a day or if you have to do it every couple of days, but you just focus on something. And your creative process could be how to figure out what your creative process is. You're brainstorming on all the things that you can do that's a creative act. That's taking care of that passion part of it. Emotional balance, figuring out. All these things are free. You're going to buy food anyways. So, yeah, the food part may not be free necessarily, but all these things you're going to do anyways. You're going to have to buy food. You're going to have to have sex or masturbate. You're going to have to breathe. You're going to have to drink water. I mean, I'm not talking about anything that you have to change. The only thing you have to change is your knowledge on it and how to do it properly. That's it. And you're going to heal your body. Now, in addition to all this shit, the main thing when it comes to either the spiritual one or air itself, okay? Air I always relate to breathing, but when it comes to your thoughts, your psychology, and spirituality, your beliefs, your programming, okay, if you don't want to have the gods that I believe in, or believe in organized religions gods, if you want to be an atheist or whatever the case is, or you're just not sure yet what to believe, because there's too much differing opinions, and yeah, okay, I make it sound good with the gods, but other people make it sound like they're demons, so you're just not sure, and that's fine. Take your time, figure this shit out. It's an important thing. So take your time, okay? Don't let me or anybody else tell you what to fucking believe. Don't ever let anybody tell you what to believe, okay? Because you are important, and what you believe in is important to you. So don't let anybody fucking tell you what to do, okay? It's just your life, not anybody else's life. People on fucking YouTube that don't see you, that chirp a bunch of shit and try to tell you what to believe, they don't know who the fuck you are. They don't care as long as they just keep making their money and they're getting their hits. I'm not saying they're all doing that. I think some people are generally trying to help. But I think there's other people that are just trying to fucking get fucking hits and be popular and sit at home and make money on it, and they don't care about who they hurt or who they influence or who they do what to. So you have to discern. And there's techniques and things you can do to learn how to discern. Simple candle magic. thanking the gods for the ability to discern. Will help you have the ability to discern. Like, seriously, it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. But if you have an atheistic mindset, or you're just not sure what God's believing yet, then that spiritual point of the pentagram, or your air and your thought point of the pentagram, it doesn't matter. You need to take care of this. You need to figure out what's going on up here. And all these things you can do free. The only thing it's going to cost you is time. Now, in my experience, time is worth way more than money. So anybody saying, there's no exchange of energy when people are watching these guys trying to teach people for free, it's like, fuck you, man. They're giving me their time. They're viewing my videos with their precious time, and time is worth way more than money, because you can always make more money, but you can't get back any time. So anybody out there saying, oh, blah, 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 say, no, these people are giving me their time. Not only that I get an extra view, sometimes I get likes, sometimes I get a new subscriber. Like, that's a different kind of energy exchange. So fuck all that other shit where there's no energy exchange. Fuck all that bullshit. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If you think money's the most important energy exchange and that's all you want, and you think I'm gonna encroach on your, you making money, well then you aren't thinking correctly. Simple as that. And until I'm ready to start charging people and I think I have something worth, then whose fucking business is it yours? Go complain to YouTube and see if I'm doing something wrong, well then you can do something about it. If I'm not doing something wrong, then you can say all the bullshit you want, but I'm not generally doing anything wrong. I'm not against any guidelines, and then you got no case. So, but all that aside, don't focus on anything about end of times or fucking any kind of conspiracy or any of that. I mean, we're in a new year. Let's drop all that. Let's stop all that. Let's not give that any more of our precious time and energy. What did I just say about time, how valuable it is? You're going to sit there and watch something that may or may not be true for hours, every day? I mean, come on, do yourself a favor. Do your poor body a favor, I don't know what your soul came here to incarnate to do, if that's even true. Or if we just all incarnate with these gifts or these attributes that want us to, we like certain things, so that's the kind of the way we're supposed to follow. I don't know how it works per se, but I do know that focusing on that garbage is not going to help anybody. It's seriously going to be more fucking harm than good. You're going to have to realize how much you're worth. If you're one of those people that been through some shit or done some shit, and you have this programming in you that you're not worth it, so you're gonna beat yourself up and abuse yourself. No, it's time to stop thinking about that. I don't care if you're a drug addict. I don't care if you stole from your parents. I don't care if you spent your rent money and you and your kids got kicked out. I don't care if you didn't see your kids. If you're a deadbeat dad, I've gone on about things like that before with my stepboy's dad. But even if that guy's listening right now, okay, I don't care what you've done. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. You are the things that you become. You are the combined actions that you glean from it. Everybody makes fucking mistakes, and I don't care what mistakes you made in the past. But the only thing I care about is if you are smart enough to stop making those mistakes. If you're going to use your past to keep making those same fucking mistakes, you're like, well, I am whatever you say I am. I'm a deadbeat fucking dad, so I'm going to keep being a deadbeat dad. It's like, well, yeah, then you're a piece of garbage. But if you know you've made mistakes, and you know you can change your life, and you know that it's going to take work, but it's worth it to become a better person, then what the fuck are you doing? I'm not going to judge you. No one's going to fucking judge you. If you try to change your life around, you're going to have the people that are going to say, oh yeah, this person's never going to change. They're going to fucking ream you and talk bad behind your back. But ignore them. They're just bitter and stupid, and they got nothing going better for them in their life. Some of these people are probably good people, and they probably just leery of me. And you can't blame them for that, because you have fucked up. How many times you fucked up? Trust me, I know. I don't know all this all too well. No one thought I was going to change. No one thought I could fucking change. No one thought I could stop doing dope. No one thought that. Everybody thought I was going to be stuck in my ways. Guess what? They were all fucking wrong. And here I am talking on YouTube. I may not have a big following and all that, but I'm proud of my fucking success. I'm proud of how far I came. I'm proud of being almost 8 years fucking sober. I'm proud of all that. Motives. But, you know, I'm proud of every fucking aspect of my life. If everything's perfect, hell no. But you wouldn't want it to be perfect. As soon as you got the perfect, you'd be fucking bored. So, my New Year's resolution, among other things like trying to cut back on both smoking and caffeine to where I can actually quit those substances. Besides that, I'm not gonna fucking try to quit these fucking things. I'm gonna try to cut back. But the goal is to cut. But my main one is to take care of my mental health in a way of not going down rabbit holes of any conspiracies. Even when it comes to having to talk on here about them, I'm gonna try not to do that unless like something big happens, right? Something huge happens. Hypothetically, which isn't gonna happen, but then, you know, like the shit that happened at the Capitol and all that kind of crap, you know, my whole being was telling me to fucking chime in on it, but I didn't look anything up. I didn't have any information. So my goal is to not fucking go down those rabbit holes anymore going forward. Is to stay neutral and focus solely on my spiritual development. And I would say that's what most people in this community who are trying to transform, but you know, they're trying to transform 2 or 3 days a week, and then the next fucking 4 or 5 days in a week, they decide to go down the rabbit holes. Well, been there, but it's not gonna do you any fucking good. So let's change it up, shall we? Anyways, I'm gonna see what this sounds like or looks like, and then I'll put it on. It's just this tiny little video just to help people out. Have a good day. Some last correction. I don't know why I always say 3 figures, but 6 figures between me and my wife. That's just something I need to correct real fast. But yeah, the point of that video, what I was trying to get out, what I was trying to say was just simply that let's not focus on the shit we don't want to happen, okay? So when I say I'm focusing on something that could benefit the world as a whole, I don't necessarily mean like, oh, that's I'm trying to fucking manifest stuff. I'm trying to use only my mind to change the world and impose my will on the presidents or the elections or the people. No, none of that shit. So what I think is important to focus on, if you focus on healing in a neutral state, meaning you want to know what healing magic is because you want to know how to heal your body if you ever need to, or someone else's. If you're watching it because someone needs healing direly, well, what I'm teaching right now at the beginning, and these are all the steps to work your way up as far as I can tell. And I'm not going to pretend I'm a proficient adept in healing magic. I'm not. But I've been maintaining my body at a very healthy rate. And like I've said, I got all these weird anomalies where my blood work, being a smoker for a decade now, okay? 10 years isn't super long, but a decade, and I smoke 200 cigarettes, that's a carton, in 5 days, every week. So that's a lot, it's a fuck lot. And my carbon monoxide was lower than everybody else, even the non-smokers at my work, because I detox with breath work. That's why it's one of the first things I talked about. But the reason I'm going into healing magic is because I think we need a lot of healing on the planet, and if you're going to focus on stuff, you might as well focus on the things that can heal your body. So when you're consciously watching it, whatever, you're going to remember it. If you're, when you're not consciously paying attention, you know, you get in a daze, hypnotized, whatever, well, go right into your subconscious. So if the stuff I say is accurate, it's going to help you. If it goes in your subconscious, then it could fucking heal you. If you can get in your head that you are like Wolverine, and if you do everything right, your body's going to regenerate. Even if you don't eat the best food all the time, even if you don't always put salt in your water, even if you don't always breathe right, you know, if you're just making a steady effort to do these things when you're conscious of them, you're going to be healthier than the majority of the fucking people out there. Seriously. But the reason I was making this so short video is just because, you know, scrolling through YouTube just a second ago, and I'm looking at all these titles, and it's just like, all I see is all these titles that are gonna make people's fucking minds afraid. And it's like, why do we need to push more fear? It's a brand new year, you know, things are going pretty much like they go on every other fucking year, except for what's going on with COVID. And you know, I don't know what the hell's going on with COVID. I can't tell you if it's fucking man-made. When I did my own version of tarot and when I did my divination to ask the question, because I'm a magical practitioner. So why wouldn't I ask the fucking spirits if COVID's fucking real or not? The answer I got was COVID is a real thing. It's not man-made. It's made from the earth. It's made from Mother Earth. It's a virus that has been whatever. It wasn't actually made in a laboratory. However, somebody is twisting the story to make it worse than it is. So 9/11, real thing happened, but then our government used it, or not our government, the States, George Bush, whoever, used it to go invade places so to get their fucking whatever. But he didn't actually initially cause it. That's just an example. I don't know if that's true or not, but the point is, earthquake happens, or tornadoes happen, and it's Mother Nature causing it, yet the media or whoever says no, CERN or HARP has the ability to transform the weather. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of thing I got it's real. It's only the people with the weakest immune systems, who've had their cells the longest, who don't know that their cells regenerate, elderly people or people with immune system problems, are the ones that have to worry about it. The rest of us are protecting, masking up and all that bullshit so that we don't pass it to everyone, because most people in Canada or the US and other places don't know if they have a strong immune system or not, because they don't go to the hospital as often as they should, especially in the States, because they have to pay for it, whereas we can in Canada. But nonetheless, if you have a strong immune system, you're fine. If you have a weak immune system, well, you're still a good chance you're going to beat it. But the point is, when I did the divination, when I did tarot, when I did the pendulum, when I did muscle testing, there's one more. Oh, when I scried, all the same shit is what I got. I did different ways to see if I got different answers, and this is what I was told, was that it's not man-made, it's a real virus, because coronavirus has been around for years. I mean, the farmers have been vaccinating their cattle for at least 20 years. From what I looked at, it was at least 20 years. It could have been even more. So it's been around forever, and it's not man-made. None of this is man-made. It's been altered, whatever, and we're not powerful enough to do something like this. This is nature. But that doesn't mean humans, with our memories and our minds, our conscious minds, doesn't mean we won't let the population of people go nuts with a conspiracy about it, so that people think there is cabals and government groups out there trying to harm everybody. They rather you believe that, so you don't actually see the real truth of real things and real conspiracies. So, but nonetheless, all that's to say is, going through Facebook, that's all I see was fear, and it's just like, man, at least the people that watch me, if I can just get a little message out there to say, please stop watching fear-based crap, because you're making the world worse by doing that. You don't even have to try to fucking fix the world. If you try to fix yourself, you will fix the world. You clean your room today, if you make your bed and clean your room, like, I didn't make my bed yet, I'll be honest. See, there it is. So that's what I'm allowed to do as soon as I get off of here. I'm gonna clean my bed, clean my room. I got a candle already lit though. Okay, see? I got a candle already lit. There it is, and an incense going. There we go. There's my dragon's blood incense and my candle of the Saturn. See how it's black? Banishing poverty, baby. I did that. I'm gonna clean my room, and I'm gonna clean up my house, and then I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna finish the burial arrangement for my dog, and then, you know, do a whole bunch of other stuff. But if you start fixing your life and working on your life, you're going to change the world, because you're going to change people around you. They're going to change their life. They're going to change more people. So by keeping everybody in fear, every person that gets infected by fear infects another person. It kind of plays into what I said yesterday about the empath, right? 4 people at work talking, they're okay, how's your weekend? Oh, that's fine. How's your weekend? Oh, that's fine. Blah, blah, small talk. Negative guy, alpha guy comes up, oh, fucking bitch of mine, blah, 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 blah. He affects the other 4 people. Now they're negative. There's 5 people there with a negative charge. The guy who came with the negative charge might be a little closer to neutral or even positive now, because he infected those people. We call that the narcissist and stuff like that. Positive guy comes along, sees these fucking 5 negative motherfuckers. He changes the 4 people's, the 4 people that were turned to a negative charge, he changes them back to a positive charge, makes them all happy. And the guy on the end the negative guy who became positive after he passed on his negative charge to these people, is now back to negative, because he's mad that I came in and made everybody happier. So the end comes and affects me personally. But that's how this works. One person watching fear-based media learns about it, tells other people. Most people say they're full of shit, but the point is, it can spread like that, and so can the positivity spread like that. So which one would you like to be a part of? Are you just someone who sits at home saying, we need to fix the world, but I'm going to keep focusing on negative bullshit that's not going to help me? It's like, you fucking hypocrite. Stop being a fucking hypocrite. Okay? If you really want to fix the world, first thing to stop doing is putting that garbage into your mind. You know, if you're the type of person who maybe you think meat is bad, or maybe you think meat is good, or maybe you think junk food is bad, or carbs are bad. Well, if you're the type of person on a keto diet and you think carbs is the enemy, well, then think of this, think of fear-based media as the carbs for your fucking brain, the fats, the trans fats, whatever's bad for you food-wise. Or if you don't like to drink alcohol, it's alcohol. You're taking in alcohol for your brain, you're fucking up your mind. It's intake and outgoing as well. You know what I mean? You have to flush out that system. It's a system like any other system in your body, and it's probably the most important one. So why would you think it's okay if I eat right, drink right, exercise, and breathe right, and then I'll be fine? Which, yeah, you probably will. But if you're taking in a bunch of garbage up here, you're not gonna have a healthy mental state whatsoever. Your psychology is gonna be all fucked. Don't do that to yourself. And even more than that, the benefits of you looking at that stuff, infecting other people, will bring you good. Well, I don't, like I said before, I'm not really a believer in karma. I'm a believer in cause and effect. You cause everybody to start helping the world, changing the world into a good direction, and your effect will be that you will get the stuff that you want, the good shit to happen to you. You know, this is how it works. If you're putting the world into a good place, then you get good things. You're putting the world into a bad place, you get bad things. It's just simple math, arithmetic, numbers, whatever you want to call it. Okay, anyways, that's enough. Just a small video, but I'll still be putting out my video for the part 2 of part 3, the next part installment. So I'll probably just say Healing Magic part 4 continued from part 3, something like that effect, about emotions and the magnetic fields and what you do specifically to trump your shitty fucking fear-based, suicidal, fucking depressive, or sick disease fucking causing emotions in your body, how you fucking use a stronger magnetic field to fucking kick those fuckers out of there. And then I'll also give you the proof of why I'm saying it's true. Anyways, stay tuned for that. Probably won't be until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, but it will be on. Anyways, have a good fucking day.